Ooh, hello. I think we are live. Awesome. Hello, guys. How are you doing? Where's the camera? There's the camera. I wasn't sure because I've moved stuff around. And yeah, hello. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Mostly because everything arrived for the NAS drive build, so network storage device that we're gonna be building today. And I can't say big plans, but I do have some plans with the network attached storage devices in general. And for that, I needed one. So, Synology was very kind to send me one on loan so I could test out, see if it suits my purpose and let them know. And I'm gonna be building one from Argon 40 as well, the Eon one. I know some of you already have one. I don't, which I'm sad. But I'm gonna have one soon, and I'm gonna be comparing them side by side. This is why I opted out specifically for this device. So this is a Synology DS418, which is also 4-bay NAS enclosure. Knock knock, who's there? I guess it's only right to ask this. Right, I'm gonna be setting everything up. I think mostly, look at my hair. I was rushing in and the Amazon guy just turned up out of nowhere and delivered me some drives. So what we have today is boxes. We have two SSD drives, though, from Crucial, and it is 2 terabytes each, and they're going to be working independently. I'm yet to find out whether I'm going to use some of them for caching, some of them for media streaming, or for like more over the network use. It's something I'm going to be experimenting with. But the bulk of the storage is going to be carried by Western Digital drives. Those are 6 terabytes blue drives. They are not NAS rated, mostly because they were 40 quid more expensive than I would like to pay for them. And well, I'm using a NAS kind of a 1-person, maybe 2-person capacity at best. So I really don't need NAS graded drives for that, and you probably don't if you just for your home storage. Yeah, if you want, you can obviously get a NAS rated devices. They're going to be a little bit more pricey. And the star of the show today, it's the Synology DS418, sorry. And we're going to be trying to plug it in, see if it works, and figure out if we can make it work for my use cases. And one of my use cases of then storing stuff in LAN is to actually access it when I'm editing, because I ran out of storage on my computer. That's the first thing. Second thing, I'm ran out of SATA ports of my computer, which makes upgrading my computer much more expensive. Because if I have, like, for example, 4 terabyte drive which is filled to the brim with content, if I want to upgrade, I have to buy at least, let's say, 6 or 8 terabyte 6 or 8 terabyte drive. And only getting half of it because, you know, I'm replacing it. I can't really just add anything to my computer anymore. I have far too many drives in there already. And if you want to see how my computer looks like right now, then I can show you that. Let's open something that is looking like this. Let's stop. So this is my computer right now. As you can see, I have stuff filled in here. There's only archive drive, which is slightly empty, so I have about a terabyte in here, but that's going to be filled in really quickly, and the rest of it is actually struggling for space. So this is the plan, and one of the reasons I want to go with NAS drive is because I'll be able to access it independently from my computer even when I'm working remotely. So without further ado, welcome everyone that just joined, and let's get started. Look, I've set up everything we can start doing. So we're probably gonna deal with the drives first, just to get it. So I mentioned links to all of that stuff. It's in the description of the what's it called, of the live chat. So if you want to look particularly what I've opted out. Oh, that's upside down, isn't it? I forgot to flip it. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll flip this view for you. Well, which is this one? Transform. And 180 degrees. That's much better. Now you can see what I'm doing and read. So, hello Crucial. I funded the storage on my own, unfortunately. No one wanted to work with me, I had to spend my own money. So I spent about £500 on the storage this month. And that's all my project money. Had to be done. I had it planning for a long time, so unfortunately, had to be done. So I have 2 of these, 2.5 inch SSD standards, nothing specific, it's just a setup drive, right? Good old storage. So you're going to be using one of these. Look, there is a manual. Oh, well, this is nice. It's like, I like it. Anyway, second one is identical. Like I said, they're gonna be running independently. I don't need them in the right configuration or anything, but I'm probably gonna end up with the right configuration for the mechanical drives. So this is another crucial drive. I've not used Synology products before. I'm really tempted to see what they've made and how useful it is and what software it's running and if it's good. So if you used it before, feel free to type in any tips, tricks, or whatever. I'll be happy. So the second batch of drives is the WD Blue in 6 terabytes. This is a the hard drive, the traditional hard drives. I can't believe we're still using them. Oh, look at the weight of that. So this spins at 5,400. It's not the fastest spinning one, but like I said, I'm probably going to end up storing content for longer in there, so I'm not concerned about this that much. Yeah, that is the drive we're going to use. And the second one is exactly the same. We're going to probably RAID it, so... And I don't know if I'm going to RAID it as a RAID 0 or RAID 1 at this point. I kind of... either way, it's gonna eat 6 terabytes, so well, we'll make that decision when we come to that bridge, right? Hey, welcome people from Pockables. Who's there? Is it Paul? Is it Dan? And this crucial? No. Unfortunately, I bought all my storage. Synology was kind enough to loan me the cage for testing, but I had to spend moolah for the drives. I did reach out to Seagate, but Seagate said if you're big enough, we'll contact you. So that was a bust. Hi, done. I have a orange drink as well because I'll be talking, and when I'm talking, I get thirsty. Unfortunately, no additions. It's a school day. Yeah, that's correct, Patrick. But the start of a show now, it's time to open it up. I honestly thought they're gonna send me like a second-hand or refurbished one, but that looks unopened. So kudos for that. Maybe they'll let me keep it if I do a good job. So guys, go on and start clicking that Synology link. So this is what you basically gonna have as your unboxing experience from Synology. There's a box with a cable. There is a box with God knows what, probably power brick, and there's a power supply. I'll have to keep the box, so I go, ooh, that feels nice actually, to the hand. Yeah. Let's do it this way. Yeah. I'll keep the box, because they want this back, so I'll keep the box. It's going to be easier to ship back, alright? Which is annoying because my recyclable is tomorrow. So it's actually, I think it's smaller than I was kind of expecting a bigger one, which is a good thing because I didn't want to end up with a massive cage. Oh, you have Seagate contacts and Crucial. Well, it's not too late, it's not too late. But we have a brilliant, oh, that's really nice and small, look at that. This is plastic. This is made of plastic. I thought it was going to be metal, but it's made of plastic. So, hello Synology. So, couple of things to mention. This has dual gigabit Ethernet ports and allows for link aggregation, something that my router supports, but my computer doesn't support just yet. So, I'm yet to find out what I'm going to do with this. One of the things that I can do, I can either buy a second network card and establish link aggregation on my PC and do it this way. However, I also have 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port on my router, and I could upgrade for about 40 quid and get that. I don't know which one's going to be faster. Well, in theory, 2.5 is faster than link aggregation because your link aggregation will give you 2. But I don't know at this point that if there are any advantages of running 2 cables in parallel. that might have any benefit for reading and writing. I don't know. I haven't discovered that. I didn't read much about it. It was just a thought. I had them in my hand. Yeah, plastic covers, but it's yeah, which doesn't require the same thing. You should be able to LSP, which doesn't require router support for link aggregation. Well, I have that, so can't really complain. So for the most part, I don't expect any problems with it. Let's switch the cameras, and I'll give you a close-up on this. So this one. So this is the disk station, and maybe I'll give you a quick overview, basically. So we have 1.4 quad core, we have 2 gigs of RAM, and there's some performance that they said they have. We'll verify that, obviously. But yeah, come on, follow me. I'm using the new, let me know, by the way, how's the live stream, because I'm using the new OBS bot. No, it's not how it's pronounced if you watch my video. It's OBS bot, and this is so hard to pronounce. But yeah, so they... you can use the DLNA streaming. I don't know if you have to spin up the Plex yourself or how does it work. Again, I'm going blind. But I'll be definitely... the plan with this is basically, after I review Argon Eon, I will be talking about advantages doing it yourself and what you get out of it and getting an enclosure like this. So yeah. RAID 5? What do you mean RAID 5? That's a lot of drives. I lived my life dangerously. Let me get rid of that not enough branded hoodie, because it's getting a little bit warm in here. See, I've got the hoodie for Christmas from my friend. It has my logo on it. That's how good friends I've got. They give me my own merch. Right. Let's go back to the to my Synology drive. So at the back, we have a power cable which has this 4-pin connector. I'm not a big fan, but it's a solid connector. We have a USB type 3.0, USB-A, and we have 2 LAN slots, a reset button, 2 beefy, what is it, 60mm? I think that looks like a 60mm fans, which means Noctua gonna have an upgrade. We have a nice logo in here. We have another port in the front, some status LEDs for individual disks, power button, and that's it. And we have an individual base. Now that looks like a kind of hex keys or something. Let's just open. I don't know if you can lock it. We'll see in accessories if there is a physical lock. It would be nice to have a physical kind of lock, which I think that what it is. Like this, better. And in here we have a plug. It's what? This is a power plug. I was just like, this is a plug, but it has a IC connector, and I was like, there is no IC connector in this. It's because the power plug is on the outside to keep the heat away, so you get this UK version, finally, nice. So that's on the side. And we have a big box of tricks, which we're gonna now open. So in here we're gonna have another power brick and maybe something else. So what we have, a lot of screws, can be handy. We have a Ethernet cable. We have second Ethernet cable. We have a backup free trial, and we have a quick installation guide in case we need it. Do we need it? I don't have that key for this. I'm kind of tempted. Do I have like a... I think it's some sort of a lock that you can use. Don't know yet how, but definitely. Let's have a look at a quick chart. I only just joined it for 4 bay. So yeah, Simon, this is a 4 bay drive which I got from Synology, and I have some drives which are here. There are 2 SSD drives. They are listed. All the purchases are listed in a description. So I've got 2 SSD, 2 terabyte each, and I've got 2 big ones, traditional 3.5 inch drives, Western Digital. They're not NAS rated, but I'll explain that in a sec. And that's 6 terabyte. So we probably want to mount this. So let's go. It's very easy to unplug. It's almost too easy. Look how easy it is. Like, I like it, but it better be a way to lock it. So basically, NAS enclosures, you kind of feel a bit silly because this is like a small onboard computer and a cage and a couple of SATA ports. That's all you get. And yeah, basically that's all it is. It just looks fancy on the outside. So I'm not going to tear this apart, obviously, because I'm going to return it and it would be rude for me to do it. But what we're going to do, we're going to start mounting drives. that power connection, you're right, it reminds me of some kind of video games or something like that. So this is it. Two cables are better if you don't have a breaks, you have a failover. I'm not concerned about the failover mostly because it's gonna be next to me. It's gonna be there on next to the router. So I'm like, yeah, it is. It's literally if you just join it, why am I doing it? It's like, look at this, guys. Look at that. I have a problem with my drives. Now, I know I have a terabyte in here, but honestly, that's gonna fill up quickly, and I need some space to move stuff around. I am struggling for space, and because I've maxed out on my SATA ports on my motherboard, I can't really do anything. I'm limited to what else I can add, and if I'm gonna add a bigger drive, then I have to add the drive which is twice as big to have half of the capacity, because it's the capacity that's already filled. So for example, in order for me to replace the 4 terabyte drive that I have, I need to add at least 6 or 8 terabytes to make sense, and I only get half of it, and I'm paying like 3 times as much. So at this point, NAS was the only sensible thing to do. Oh, DS920 Plus. How do you find it? The Plus is that Plus version the one with the media things running on it? I'm not familiar entirely. Not enough space. Yes, that's precisely what it is. Okay. Let's put some drives. Since the cages are identical. Hey! Here's the first problem that I have. I need a tape. Oh, come on. Literally. Seriously? Oh, God. Well, if we are lucky, I might have those plastic fillers for SSD drives from my computer. They're kind of gonna fit in, I guess. Oh, they ruined it for me now. Okay, we were starting with the big drives then. Okay, so the installation is tool-free, really. You can still secure it with some screws, maybe? No, you really don't. So now we just need to figure out which way it goes. It probably goes this way. I can't believe they don't have adapters for SSDs. Come on, Synology. You're supposed to... Now I'm feeling slightly shafted, guys. Okay. In all honesty, I didn't tell them exactly what drives I'm gonna be putting in. I only mentioned that I'm gonna be putting 4 drives. So I'll forgive them. Plus they can't. It's a loan unit. It's kind of a review unit. It's a loan unit. They let me run while they experiment, so I'm quite happy with this. So the installation of the drive is quite simple. There is just a tab on the back, like I figured out, so I can talk about it now. So there is a tab in here that you can just pop out like this, right? Once you pop it out, the drive goes obviously the connector that way. You just pop it from one side. That kind of like a rubber seals. They're gonna keep it in place, align. And the tab has those small dots that's pushing into the drive and keep it in place. Not going anywhere. Right, and that's it. We are done. So actually, if I only had this one, it would take me like, what, 2 minutes to fill all of them in and slot them back into the cover and start plugging things in. But now I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this. Now, this is light and this is SATA, so in theory I could just plop it into a port and keep it there so it wouldn't really happen anything, nothing would happen. I have a 3D printer, so I can also 3D print something that will fit this, which I might actually do. But if you give me a second, I'll actually open, because I don't remember, I'll open my PC and I have those adapter cages. And I think I might have a 1 or 2 free, so that might be an option to go with. In a quick installation guide, okay, hold on a sec. Hey, I might have spoken. No, I tarnished the reputation for no reason, guys. You see those holes here? You see the holes in here? That's what is it for. Yeah, use the screws. That's what is it for. Synology, you have my You have my apologies. To be honest, I was at work for a long time, so those are the screws. That's what is it for. So this goes, it kind of slots into the side. So is it? Oh no, you have to remove the tab. It says you have to remove the side tab, right? So one of those things, you need to pop it out, then align the drive with holes, which now they align properly, and now the screws are coming in. I was worried there for a second that they're gonna be okay. That makes sense. I can't. It's a good thing I've checked the instructions. Oh, they do this. Now I see you done your comment. Thanks. I should have been reading chat all day long. I knew that all of you are specialists and I'm just trying things out. I'm going to get my fancy screwdriver so I can do some screwing. I mean, I love this thing. Yeah, at least I didn't pop. Well, it would be fun as well, because, well, no, in no way the 3D printing of that would make it any better, unfortunately. But imagine my face if I was just like, I've 3D printed everything into a couple of hours and then I figure out that, you know what, am I using correct screws? These screws don't like, are there like two types of screws that I don't know of? Maybe this one. Let's see. Let's test the screws first. Come on. Be a good screw. Yeah, there are two types of screws, so they have a slightly different pitch. That's why I wasn't having much luck. But other than that, installation's easy. They could anodize them for that reason and have it different pitch and different anodizing colors. That would be nice. But you only have to do it once and then, you know, you don't do it again. Ta-da! Well, now I have to just like take a closer look and figure out which one's which. Okay. Come on. Ta-da! Now, I actually have a NAS drive. If you look through my archive from NotEnoughTECH, it will show you how to make your own. I can't grab the screw properly. It's not magnetic enough for me. I'll show you what I've been using up until now because it's already disconnected. You laugh at me, but this is worth your time, I promise. This is my NAS drive that I've made, and now it's been opened because so it was using this, and this is Raspberry Pi 3 B Plus version, and it had a RAID array in here, which was swappable as well, so you could just open it up, pull it out. So it has 3 different drives in here. Those are just the standard mechanical drives. And yeah, I've been using this successfully, even though it was limited to 100 megs. It wasn't even a gigabit connector. So I was limited to it. But for pictures, for movies, for plays, it was great. I can't really fault it. And still running on the Raspberry Pi, which is several years old. I reused the discs, which probably I shouldn't, from laptops. And they're still working, despite everything. So it was a neat little box that I've been using for a really, really long time, and it was serving me well. I mean, it's not by any, you know, it's for home use. And it was mostly just storing stuff and allowed me to access some files that I need remotely. But yeah, with that use, it was a really good box, and I've made it myself, and I was particularly proud. There's some back edits as well somewhere. But now it's time to move. It's time to move up a ladder. And let's go back to our SSDs. So I keep on browsing the correct screws, hoping that I'm gonna find them. I mean, technically I would need 3 screws to keep it kind of in place, but I'll do it properly. This one. And now we have what? 6 plus 2. That is plus 6. That is a lot of terabytes, if my math's correct. And a lot of terabytes means that's 14 here. And we still have one more drive to add. So the reason I'm going with a Western Digital Blue because they're cheaper. And I don't believe like you're gonna actually benefit from NAS graded drives if you just have a one user and you're using your disk occasionally. I think you'll be overpaying at this point. If you are a heavy user of NAS and you have like important files, that's then maybe that extra, what is it, like 40% of the price hike to get NAS rated drives from WD are worth it. But like if it's a home drive and you're going to be accessing a single person at a time, I don't believe you'll be benefiting that much. Right. Those look like the screws are slightly bigger. Don't know if I have a box of screws just in case, but I'll try to use the ones I have. Don't know why they were so clunky. Come on. That was it. So that is the plan, and in about a week or two I should receive Argon Ion, which is 4 bay NAS enclosure for Raspberry Pi, and that's going to get upgraded. I'm going to put some drives as well, and I'll do some benchmarks and see how that works for me, and what's the overhead and what is the problems I'm going to run into. But so far I kind of know that for most of my use that's going to be also okay. Now, the biggest advantage of this Synology DS418 is the link aggregation on this, and I should be able to max out that on my SSDs. I don't know how that's gonna work with traditional drives. It's gonna be access time, but once they're spinning, maybe it's gonna be beneficial as well. But we'll see. That's the point of it, right? You might actually that's which are terrible override speeds thanks to single-threaded recording. Ideally for NAS, you want to make sure you have SCMR drives at minimum. Well, we shall see. We shall see. I was at the max budget and I really needed something to store, so I can wait. Okay, we have everything. It's time to put them in and fire this baby up. Where is it? There it is. Thought I lost it. It's here. Okay, so if you missed it, this is the DS418. 7.5 amp at 12 volts. You got to be kidding me. Bloody hell. I know that running the Raspberry Pi one's gonna be cheaper for sure in terms of electricity use. Okay, so any order. Interestingly, don't know if you can see it, the slots are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and here base are 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's something I've noticed. That's on PCB labeling. Okay, let's go with I don't know. Let's go maybe 1, 2 we're gonna do SSDs, and 3, 4 we're gonna do the big drives. And you can put some labels on here, and you can mark them if you want, if you don't remember, if you want to remember them later. Let's see how's that fit. That fits nicely. Okay, so that's good. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. Obviously, it's gonna fit. Ta-da! I didn't break anything. See, I'm organized. I already have a cable ready. We're gonna run it in a normal specification. I'm not going to play with link aggregation just yet. Just gonna fire up, see what happens. This is port 1. This is where we're gonna connect it. And obviously, we need some power. The cable's gonna go to the box, but we need a power plug. Bear with me. I'm trying to get everything sorted. Where is the power plug? There it is. So the power plug, what we have, it is a 8.3 amp at 12 volts, so it's definitely juicy. Bloody hell, that makes some noise. It's definitely juicy. Let's plug that in. And we're ready to press the button, right? it's booting up. It's blinking. The status isn't on yet. It's just blinking. Hope I'm doing it right. Wait. I can hear the fans, but they're not loud. So like in office, it wouldn't really disturb me if that's gonna be all. Right. Let's try to find it on my network, because that's probably the next step, right? Can I give you like a nice overview what it is doing and stuff like that to see? Can I move my camera? Do I have a cable long enough? Probably, maybe. I'll see. I'll do it for you guys. I'll have to be really gentle because I have another cable camera in here. Not to spill my drink. And like that, then I can do rotation. That looks okay. They have like exposure settings adjusted. Oh, he beeped at me. We have all lights. I think it's a good thing that we have all lights. Let's get exposure. Oh, I think that's gonna be. Ah, there you have it, guys. Ah. Let's see. Quick start. You reckon there's gonna be a Synology drive? Let's see. What is that's a backup thingy. Where's my quick start? So the quick start guide does it say download synology.com. Okay, and we're gonna have our sensor, or we can go to this station 5000. Let's go to this station 5000, right? So let's do this, and I'll be nice and add you the video capture. Add source, which is this add source, and we're gonna make it really tiny. And we also going to flip it 180 degrees. There you have it. You can see it, and I can move myself in a corner, and we can go to disk station. Was it? Was this disk station 5000? Was it anything else in there, or just disk station 5000? Come on, disk station 5000. So this is how you. This is where you go. We'll see if this is where we go. At this point, my okay, so that didn't go there, but I'm just going to search my devices with Think, because Think may be blocking it. For security, I'm just going to keep it on the side so you don't ping into a disk station. Hello, disk station. And I have a network address. Ta-da! We are there. So those are domain recognition. Welcome to the web assistant of Synology. Did I have a double T? Ah, yeah. Thank you, Tycho. Well, anyway, IP is the best way to do it, right? So let's set it up. Install disk station manager. Okay, like manually install. Okay, let's. I understand. Remove the. Yes, I don't have any data. I wonder. Approximately 10 minutes. Oh God, I'll be talking to you guys for 10 minutes, and I have these cables in a way which I can now spend some time. If I be very gentle, move the camera, loop it around, loop it back in, put it back where it belongs to, then the cable should be out and not in a. Hey, there you have it. 50%. 50. Oh, actually. Oh no, it's downloading. I thought they were like 10 minutes. Okay. So there's a couple of things I'm planning. I can tell you all about it. If I end up liking it, and if I end up liking editing directly from NAS station, it's something I wanted to try to kind of streamline access to my older videos, then I'm probably gonna end up keeping or buying or whatever. If otherwise, if that won't work, then I'm probably gonna be perfectly happy with Argon Eon, because Argon Eon is gonna be capped at 1 gig, and that's plenty for everything else. So all my picture library for B-roll and stuff like that. But for videos, it's not going to be probably fast enough. So that is the kind of part of the plan. So expect first Argon Eon review, and then expect pushing Argon Eon to the max and comparing it with Synology 4-bay drive and making a point. What is the funny thing is right now, right? If you are looking for a NAS drive, this Synology you can get for about 350 without drives. At the NAS Pi you get it for about 140 quid without drive. But then good luck sourcing Raspberry Pi 4, which is going to be anywhere between 150 and 200 pounds, which basically brings entire Raspberry Pi NAS enclosure to a similar price, which is just mind-blowing, because it's a good thing. It's a good thing I have a spare Raspberry Pis, but honestly, it's just one of those things that I didn't really think that we're gonna end up having a situation like this when the Raspberry Pi is considered scarcity. So yeah, good times, right? I feel guilty because I have several now. Like I actually ran scalpers prices recently just to figure out how much they cost, and my Raspberry Pi collection, if I sold it at scalpers prices on eBay or something, I'd get about £2,000 for them. Which is just, this is insane, honestly, guys. I don't know, like I only feel for those people who really have a genuine, you know, idea to get a Raspberry Pi as a first device, and it's super expensive. So it's just, yeah, I'm not like, and I know I'm not selling mine mostly because like while I have a couple of them spares for different projects, like planned ages ago, like building a web server for my website, I'm not going to sell any of them, because the moment I will, something goes wrong and I'm gonna need a Raspberry Pi. I know that for sure. So that is the plan. Okay, installing 95. Ooh, like restarting your disks. You don't need 9 minutes to restart my disks. Come on. Disks are making some noises. You're like, I guess they got tired. So I don't know. I'm super excited, but I'm super excited about having extra storage, if I'm honest. So yeah. One of the annoying things is I can actually go here. One of the annoying things on my setup is that I have some projects in here, and I have some projects in here, and I have some, not on this one, I don't have any. I have some projects in here, and honestly, I do not know when I reach out to my like a back catalog of storage that I use in, of the video store or from my past videos, and I want to pull some footage as a reference in my new video, I spend about 5 minutes trying to find this, because it's usually on different drives and different folders, and I'll have to spend a day and try to catalog it slightly better so it's more searchable. But yeah, that's the current situation, and I've maxed out on M.2 drives, I'm maxed out on all SATAs, and now if I add something I lose SATA ports, so that's the only thing. Alright, how are we doing? We are doing it's restarting, I can hear them working, so in a second you should see like, oh, there is a first status window in there, status icon, so the disks should be powering on in a second. Can I do it like a little bit like this, since it's not on to me? So yeah, then we're gonna have a USB. One of the other things I could kind of cheat with is that I have a USB Type-C storage on my routers and a SATA port on my routers as well, because I paid a lot of money on for my routers. So I could use that, but don't be pewny. Okay, installing build packages, almost done. But I was hesitating to use this for many reasons. I don't think this is a great way to kind of store your footage anyway. So it's good for like local share, where you can drop stuff and share between your computers. But I do have a SATA on my routers, and I was tempted to use it. And since I'm gonna inherit a couple of SATA drives from my old NAS, I might actually use that as a kind of like a swap disks. Now the question is, since I've got two SSD drives, do I go with, do I set up extra caching on them, or I don't know how to resolve this yet. Beeping is an option. Oh, good, because stuff like that, it always bothers me. Like the number of times I was recording footage for NotEnoughTECH and my watch starts to make noises, my mobile starts to make noises, and something else starts to make noises, and I was like, repeat the recording. Okay, we can go to the next step. Device name. Ooh, how do we name it? Guys, come on, you have 30 seconds to come up with a really cool name, and I'm gonna use it. Administrator account. Obviously. Suggested password. No, I can't use it now because you see it. If I type, will you be able? No, you can't see it now. Okay. This is weak, seriously. Okay. Well. I won't remember this. I hate passwords. Okay, what do we have? Do we have any names for the... Anyone? Name for my device? Otherwise it's gonna be, I don't know, Nastorator 3000. I need password. No, I'm not going to suggest use the suggested password. Okay, we're gonna put a temporary password. I'll change it later. Safe enough for now, even though it's web assistance will be on board. We can only use providing web assistant. Names? No names? Okay. Do we have a name now? Ah, really? That's it. Okay, that's good. I should write it down because I want to remember it later. Yeah, go and save it. Automatically imported the same package updates recommend. Okay, yeah, alright. Automatically install the latest. Yeah, I'll go with this. Secure, sign in, access your disk station from anywhere, around the clock monitoring. Do you have a sign up? Synology. I don't have a Synology account. Okay, let's go and get a Synology account. Just gonna sign it on the side for security purposes. Privacy, I agree. Synology, okay. Alright, I think I did that. So I have an account with Synology now. And they're gonna provide some DNS services so I can quick connect to. Okay, so that's something you should not know. So I'm gonna just move past the screen for that. I'm just trying to... I know, but then I would have to do if the remote access can be also done by port forwarding, and I'll decide later what I want to do. Everything I'm trying is already taken. That's disappointing. Right, go on. Ah, thanks. Yeah, okay. Alright, we back. Around the clock, active inside. Technical support process monitors health of your NAS, provides with troubleshooting, enable backing up to server account regarding. No, for now, thank you. Okay. Ah. I'll have to change that now. Thanks, Synology. Right, so welcome to my NAS. Create now. Okay. Really? Oh, what did you do to you? I don't want. Just take me to I don't want a HTTPS. Ah, really? Okay, I'll have to fix that later. Right, create a storage pool, volume, start installing packages, starting. Okay, great. Start. Yes, thank you. Right type. Ooh. Number of. Oh, it recognizes automatically HDD and SSD. Nice. So what we want write 1 or write 0. I think I'm gonna go for the performance for now, and then because for testing I think performance is gonna be more adequate. I'll see what's the limits on those drive is. If I see probably gonna max out on my network anyway, and then if I need redundancy I'll swap it to write 1. Immediately I'm not going to store anything. Storage pool description, backup. Next. Yeah, we need this. No, the new drives, I'm going to skip it for now. We're going to... really? Okay, there you go. Volume description. Mech drives. There you go. Snapshots, replication. Okay, we're gonna keep it for now this, because I don't want to mess about. Yes, thank you. Okay. So, Synology hybrid write. Is that when it's using the SSDs? Oh, I'm looking forward to all that storage, guys. Is it blinking? It's blinking on 3 and 4. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Those two right now are hard drives, and they are being created. Yeah, okay, register now. No, skip now. Alright, so we have monitor. Let me move the camera. There's a monitor. Now we can create another storage pool. What is it called? Volume? Create a volume or storage pool? And with this, I actually don't want the other one on write. I just want basic for both. Storage pool. So one's going to be media. And this one. Guys, give drive check, it's fine. Yes. And the other one's gonna be, I don't know yet. So much space. So much space. Create a storage pool. And we're gonna, what is this SA? Okay. Just going to go for, so that's media, and this is, how do I name this? I don't know. We have a backup, we have a media, and we have current. So it's gonna be like stuff that I'm always drawing from. So current projects. And there you have it. Okay, so we have now a network solution. Now this fun bit to go on. Nice, 78 megabytes already taken out of 10 gig. What would? Hey, so it's not interesting. So what it does actually can't be 10 gig in the right one. I do it correctly. Huh. I thought you're gonna be writing because it writes to both at the same time. I'm stupid. I wasn't thinking about that. Okay, so we are not well, yeah, couple settings, right? Increasing faster. Okay, what else do we have? Overview, system healthy, storage pool 1. Doesn't tell me. So if I'm gonna click on here, locate the drive, what's it gonna do? Is it blinking? It's like nothing. Switch color. Is it switch color? 1 minute, locate. Did it? Yeah, it's switch color to orange. Okay, close. Alright, so everything's temperature even. Nice. What else do we have in here? Some tests. I think we can start adding what else we can do. Package center, resource monitor. There's obviously nothing's going on, so we're gonna have just a basic clean stats. Processor barely even used 10%, that's fine. Memory we have reserved for 3 and total 3 or 1 gig. Okay. What fun packages we can have? Support center, Sun Manager, authorization, log center, package center. Let's have a look. Okay, I've read the conditions. Advanced media extensions, that sounds fun. Audio station, DNS server, cloud sync, DHCP server, DNS vault, hyper backup, iTunes server. Media server, that's definitely gonna be added. Do you have a Plex? Can we have automatic Plex? Let's see. Plex. Oh, look at this. Let's go with it. Why not? The RNA, what do we have? Nothing. What else can we? Ooh, we can have like. Hey, I kind of like this. Python. Oh, and default WordPress. Oh, look at that. I gotta be really tempted to see how my website would perform like on a NAS drive like this. This is actually quite interesting. Right. Bravia meeting. Really? That's the thing? And some automations. Now it's a team viewer. It's actually okay. It's richer than I thought. Actually, I can't really blame them. That's a beta. What do we have in beta? Plex, Google Sync. Oh, Google Sync would be interesting because I use Google Sync to sync my like project drive when I keep my templates between all my computers, and that are working out well for me. Oh no, that's Good Sync. You can tell it's been a long day. Okay, but where is it? Is it a Google? Good Sync to Google. Okay, that's not. For some reason. Oh, I feel stupid right now. Dismiss. Dismiss! Dismiss. Okay, let's add it here. Let's add it to my network. Add network location. Next. Network address. I ran out of math. Never remember which direction a slash is this way. No, still. I forgot my password already. What was it? Okay. I remember my password. So I'm adding my drive. I do not remember my password. I do not remember my password. What did I put? Oh, maybe this one. I do not remember my password. No, I couldn't use 1, 2, 3, 4 because I needed 8 letters. It's a good thing I've logged in. Security advisor, I need one of those. Okay, control panel. Users and groups, admin, NotEnoughTECH, normal. Forgive me while I take my embarrassment off and update my passwords. Permissions, applications, change passwords. Generate random password. Okay. I think I've got my password now. Let's skip this embarrassing moment. And let's type in password. Come on. I've typed in the correct password now. Can't complain about it. He cannot complain. Oh, why are you complaining about this? Do I have to have like a different user? Okay, let's maybe that's why it's okay. Let's have a look. Just gonna poke around in. I don't think there was a password in here, so edit groups, permissions. Do I have to add the drives manually? Or users to my shared folder? Or maybe I'll have to create a, yeah, I think I have to do this myself. So let's go, let's say test, because test is hide the shared folder, hide subfolders, no, enable restrict to administrators, no. Okay, encrypt this shared folder, no, check, that's fine. Fine. Okay. Now I should be able to access it. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. I remember that from my open media OVM or whatever it was called. Add network storage again, and now we should be able to add it. No? He really wants to. Where's the test called? Okay, let's see. Now it's here. Yeah. Now you want to play. Now he wants to play. Ta-da! I have a network drive. Where is my test? Yeah. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. It's empty. Look at this emptiness, guys. So this is sleeps. This sleeps on my not SSD, an HDD pool. And let's put some files on it, right? So let's go to, for example, let's go to desktop. I'm working on this thing called where I have a nice footage, big chunk. From here I'm gonna have a nice big footage chunk for footage, 3 gig file. Let's do this. Let's make a copy of this file. Let's go to my test folder and let's watch it go. Oh, nice, that's full gig. Nice, stable, because it's a big file, so obviously it's just maxing out right now my gigabit. How are we doing in here? Can I have like a recess monitor? We still utilization 19% when I'm writing with the full speed. That's all right. I mean, I don't hate it. Let's read it. Control X, desktop, Control V. And again, maxing out my Ethernet. What's the utilization? CPU 12, memory 17. It's network. It's a bit on the network, but yeah, this thing is just sleeping right now. So in theory, if I wasn't maxing out, I could have like easily 2-3 transfers, but I would have to have a bigger network, because I would have to aggregate this, because I don't have anything to connect the second Ethernet cable right now. Even like I can straight connect to my router, but the problem with that is that if I'm gonna do this, I still gonna be limited to a gig to my computer, so it won't change anything. I mean, in theory, then I would be able to use another computer and do it this way. Now the question is, do I have a Wi-Fi 6 installed on this? I think I have a Wi-Fi 6. In theory, I should be able to reach quicker speeds with Wi-Fi 6. So let's give it a quick go. The problem with that is that I'm streaming. And I'm just worried that if I'm gonna reconnect to my Wi-Fi, it will interrupt the stream and cause a havoc, and I would like not to do that. But yeah, but I'm really tempted to actually try this with it. Should we give it a go? Should we see if I can have a bigger speed over Wi-Fi? Because I'm in a good connection. This is Wi-Fi 6 router, and I have a Wi-Fi 6 card. So in theory, I could do it from a mobile. I have a Wi-Fi 6 on my mobile. Oh, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go on the mobile. Let's see. So let's unlock it. Bear with me one sec. Let's see. Can you see it here? You can see it like this, right? So let's. I'm just going to add my drive first to my mobile. Where's my Explorer? Here. Add network storage manager, and we want to do LAN SMB. Next, new nestator, username, password. So finish. I'm connected. So now if I'm gonna go in here, I have a test and I don't have a file. So let's put the file back in and I'll see how quickly I can copy it on my mobile. I'm kind of excited right now. So let's go with this and let's go here. I have, where's this file? Here. Control X, let's put it here. It's 3 gigs. And in a second I'm gonna start putting it. You can see the file already here. Nice. Let's extend the screen maybe a little bit so you can see it better. It's almost finished. 300 megs left. Alright, I should be able to read this. Remember to make the setup nice, no buffering. That's actually quite quick. No. Yeah, I like this. This is over the net, over the Wi-Fi. So let's see how fast I'll be able to copy this. Let's go here. Let's copy this. Obviously I'm going to be limited by the mobile, but I'm still tempted to just find out download and let's paste it. Is that Wi-Fi 6 connected? Come on. You could do better than that. My mobile. Ugh. It's the writing speed to this is not the greatest. I thought it's gonna be quicker than that, to be honest. Slightly disappointed. Because right now it's like 17, 18 megs. Cancel. Okay. So I'll have to do it on my big PC when I have access to proper storage. But yeah, I'm super excited that I can actually start playing with it, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be playing with this until my Argon Eon arrives, and then we're gonna have a battle of NAS drives. In the meantime, I'll start googling for the cards and figure out what's better, whether it's a link aggregation or the 2.5 gig Ethernet cable. So, or connection. That is the plan. That is the plan. So, if you just joined in the middle, I was playing with the Synology DS418, which is 4x NAS. We have two SSIDs. We have two SSDs and two traditional hard drives, the 3.5-inch hard drives, for the total of, well, functionally, how much do we have? Functionally we have, I think, about 14, 15, I'd say. I think 14. File station, no. We have like a storage manager, I guess, maybe. Used 6 gigs. Can't see all the ports like this, no. No, okay. But yeah, but we have a lot of nice updates to our service data collection, disclosure, nothing important. Okay, so that is the thing. That is the thing that I have, and that is the thing I'll be testing, and I'll try to edit from that, which I'm really curious how it's going to hold up and how it's going to work. Soon you're going to read more about it, and I'll put some interesting tests for you. I'll be sticking to use case scenarios rather than technical benchmarks, because they give you an idea of what you can do with it rather than crunch numbers, and I've never been a fan of crunching numbers, because then you have to understand a lot of different numbers and then translate that to real use case scenarios, which is like a long-winded way of doing that, right? I just want to know, can I edit 3 files on 3 different layers directly from NAS without it waiting 10 seconds to scrub? If you can put a number on this, then good. I can't, but I would like to have an answer, yes or no. So that's my theory behind it. So if you're interested, then yeah, within the next month or so you should see a lot of NAS content, so stick around. As for now, guys, thanks so much for your tips, and thanks so much for helping me out with not making me print 3D printed inserts for SSDs, which were completely unnecessary and sticking around for me for this small build. And I'll go and eat some dinner because I'm hungry, or breakfast because I've skipped the breakfast. Anyway, take care and have a lovely week ahead. Bye.